Hey everyone, Big Pauly back for a new episode of What is in the Poundland bin? Yes, absolutely. Apparently that young lady was in the wrong house. She needed next door, so she's buggered off. Oh dear, never mind, eh? Anyway, let's get on with finding out what we're going to pick today. I'm sure the neighbours are going to have as much fun as we are. Okie dokie, so let's find out what we're going to pick out today. Let's do it.
What's in the Poundland bin?
Hello, Poundland bin. What are we going to pick out today?
Where's that lady gone? She was nice.
Okie dokie. Right, here we go, folks.
Blech, blech, blech.
Okie dokie. Let's dig down deep and see what lovely goodies we're going to pick out today. We're going to go down the right-hand side today. Oh, yes. Oh, hello, I've got one. Oh, yes, I've got one. Okie dokie. Here we come. Oh, dear. And it's sealed. That's good. Oh, yes. Okie dokie. What have we got? What was last week? It was Wild with Reese Witherspoon, wasn't it? Yes. Okie dokie. Let's find out what we got. Another one that I really wanted to see. Oh, wow. Little Infinities edition. Includes Blu-ray, DVD, digital HD, and exclusive set of 4 art cards from Poundland. Fantastic. Shailene Woodley and Ansel Elgort. The Fault in Our Stars. Never seen it, but been looking forward to watching this one. This was one of the big highlight ones from Poundland. But it looks like it's going to be a wee bit. Oh dear, I better make sure I've got some tissues. Fantastic. Okie dokie. Let's open it up, have a look at the art cards, and then we'll stick it in the player. Okay, so there we go. So the wrapping is off it. Let's have a look. Oh, yes. Take it. That's the digital code. Yep, that's the digital code. Oh, 2 discs. 2 disc set. I don't think we've had a Poundland one with 2 discs, have we? So, yeah, that's the DVD. And that's the Blu-ray. Oh, 2 different pictures as well. And some lovely art cards. Wow. Oh, let's see if we can open these up. Okay, so let's have some art cards. So we've got some lovely photo images from the movie. Hope none of them are going to be spoilers. Okay. Oh, looks like a weepy to me. I fell in love the way you fall asleep, slowly and then all at once. Fantastic. That's well worth £2. Okie dokie. Let's stick it in the old player. Right, so we want the Blu-ray, so we want that one. Oh yes, nice and clean. There we go. Open it up. In you go. And away we go. Okay, so no snacks. I just had something to eat. But I've got a lovely ice cold Diet Coke. Oh yes, lovely. Okay, so let's start the film and find out what fault is in the stars. Or whose fault it is.
Hi, I'm John Green, author of the book The Fault in Our Stars.
And I'm Josh Boone, the director of the movie The Fault in Our Stars.
And we hope that you enjoy this extended version of the Fault in Our Stars movie.
Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
It's just another night.
Okay, so The Fault in Our Stars, Little Infinities edition. Fantastic. Oh, that hit you. That hits the old heartstrings, that does. I'm not a big romantic drama type of person. Yeah. Basically, the film is about Shailene Woodley, who plays Hazel, this cancer sufferer. She's got a tube up her nose and that to give her some oxygen. She carries this oxygen tank around with her, and she's plodding along trying to get through life. And she goes to like a meeting, a cancer sufferers meeting, you know, with other people that have suffered from cancer and are suffering from it. A support group, and she bumps into Gus, played by Ansel Elgort, a baby driver. Oh yes, and they start talking about things and start hanging out, and they start blossoming a friendship, and eventually it starts, you know, turning romantic. And one of Hazel's favourite books later in the film, Hazel's favourite books, she gets Gus to read, and Gus gets in contact with the actual author in Amsterdam, and they get invited over to Amsterdam, where the author is supposed to explain the ending of the book and what happens after the book, because the book apparently ends quite abruptly. So they're all eager to get over there. And it's, you know, can she take the journey? So she goes with Gus, accompanied by her mum, played by the brilliant Laura Dern. And they meet the author, played by also the brilliant Willem Dafoe. It's not the meeting that they were actually expecting, and kind of surprised me, actually. But basically he turns out to be a bit of an arsehole. But yeah, it's not what they were expecting. Gus also had cancer, but he seems to be doing pretty good and past it all. But it did take his leg, so he's got like a metal leg, which he jokes about, like being a cyborg and that kind of thing. And Hazel and Gus develop an even more intense friendship, until it really turns romantic, and they realise that the inevitable was going to happen, that they've fallen in love with each other. And things take a little turn for the worse when Gus is taken ill, and yeah, it's very sad towards the end. It kind of like turns what you thought was going to happen and kind of like reverse it. But it was very well done. It is a sad film, but it's also an uplifting film. It gives you happy feelings, and when they're happy, and it put a smile on your face, but you also feel this pain with them as well. And you see when they're sick, and you feel when they're sick. And the kind of story is told from Hazel's point of view, kind of like a narration of, kind of like, if you remember Adrian Mole, he used to narrate about the story and his life and that kind of thing. So it's very similar to that. So yeah, so very good, very intense at certain times, never boring. I did watch the extended edition. I don't know how much more that gives the time or what extra scenes there are. But I thought I'd give the extended version a go. So yeah, I'm happy I did because it played out really well. But yeah, it's very heartwarming but very sad. And the thing with the actors, I mean, Laura Dern was brilliant as Hazel's mum. The two main stars were so believable. I really believed that Hazel was ill and she was going through this. It was played so convincingly. And Gus, for most parts of the film, played this uplifting, you know, person that's high on life and joy and love and that kind of thing. And there are times where it makes you stop. It makes you stop and you think, you know, although this may be a story, you know, it's happening all over the world. And you may think of, you know, someone that's got cancer or someone that's got a brain tumour or any kind of illness. And then you think, you know, you feel a bit sad for them, but then you go on with your life. But for them, what they must be going through. I mean, my brother's partner went through breast cancer. Thankfully, she pulled through, but it affects lives. It affects lives. It destroys lives. But and you've got to stop and you've got to think, you know, just stop and think how lucky you are if you're in good health and you've got family, and that just take one moment, just stop and take one moment and to think about what you've got. Because, you know, sometimes some people don't get a chance. You see these videos, whether they be on, you know, like Comic Relief or the internet, of these little kids that are barely 5 or 6 year old or any age, and they've got tubes, they're in hospital, and it's, you know, they have to do what they have to do, and they're going through this. You don't hear them complaining, and they just go through it. And when you think about it, when you think about what you would do in that situation and how you would handle it, you can't, because you can't say, yes, I would handle it all right. You can't say how you would handle it unless you're actually presented with that situation. So you need to stop and you need to just take a moment. But yes, this film was good. It was a good film. And I believed the two lead stars. The acting was superb from them. So yes, I believed in these two leads. The acting was superb, and I believed every inch of them. I believed every tear, every smile, every look at each other. It was just brilliant. The film itself, so the extended version was just about 2 hours and 5 minutes, roundabout. The picture quality was absolutely flawless. It was superb. No grain. I didn't even see any grain. And there's lots of lovely colours, you know, when they're out in the grass and things like that. Bright colours, but you've also got subdued colours, you know, like in the hospital and things like that. The sound was good. It was DTS Master Audio 5.1, which was upscaled to Neuro. It was just a standard sound, you know, no surrounds, well, there was minimal surrounds, but no overuse, because it's not really needed. But the dialogue was really crisp and really clear and louder than the main channels, so you heard every word of dialogue. The disc is actually all regions, so if you're going to import this or you're going to get this from anywhere else around the world, the British one, it will play. There are quite a lot of special features in that little blue band there. See if I can see them. So you've got the extended feature audio commentary by Josh Boone and John Green, theatrical version. Audio commentary by Josh Boone and John Green, extended a feature. Deleted scenes with optional commentary by Josh Boone and John Green. The stars align. Scribe on set. Our Little Infinity. The music behind the stars. Stills gallery. Theatrical trailer. So it's got a lot. It's got a lot. And this was only like £2, I think. £2. And it includes the Blu-ray, the DVD, and a digital copy, plus art cards. So that was a really good deal for £2. But yeah, I really highly rate this. Like I said, I'm not usually that big on dramas, you know, romantic dramas, but yeah, this was a really good film, and it did touch me. It did touch me, and yes, I cried. But that's when it works really well. You know, if the filmmakers can induce emotion like that in someone that normally just watches space battles and aliens and all that kind of shit, then they're doing their job and they know how to hit the right notes. So yes, really good. So yeah, I would definitely recommend it. Definitely recommend this to watch. It's a really nice story. Okay, so where would I rate it on a scale of 1 to 10? At 10, I'm gonna rate it 8.5. Yeah, I'll rate it 8 because it's really good and the story, and I followed them and I believed them, and I'll give the extra because it made me really emotional and induced that emotional impact. So 8.5 out of 10, so which is really good. So what are we going to do with it? Is it going to go up on the shelf, or is it going to try and squeeze in the recycling bin? Let's find out. Okay, so I think we are going to put it with the keepers. Definitely with the keepers. Yes, so that's definitely a film that I want to watch again. Very sad, but a very uplifting film at times. Just an all-round nice romantic drama. So yes, so I hope you enjoyed this episode of What's in the Poundland Bin. Like the video by giving it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, comment and share, and I'll see you all on the next video. Goodbye, my friends.